Alright, I'm doing this video, as you seen in the title. Um, it was gonna be a different name at one point, about his rings or whatever, but I decided to do it slightly different. And when I did it, things started to fall in place. So and on this day of February 22nd, and that's also the same day the movie Queen of the Damned came out on February 22nd. So also, someone pointed out to me she had a single released on that same date, 222. Some years prior, I gotta look that up too. But 222 was this date, and also it was on this date today, Monday. So, um, you know, something came up. Well, I've seen the thumbnail or something on YouTube of Kobe talking about meditation and sleep. So I was like, okay. I saw that yesterday morning. Just something just told me actually just to watch it. It was, you know, that's one of the things I usually notice with a person. Really, sometimes when they're getting close to the end of their life, they'll whatever they say around that time is really how they really felt. And he was. But I will talk about that later. I did write some things to the side, and actually, it actually helped things just kind of fall into place. So you see, when I start my notes, I'm going to show you my notes, what I was doing. Um, but it's just actually how I wanted to put the video anyway. But I wrote the source of Wikipedia too. Also, anywhere there's a source, I'll always do it. The books, I'll always show you the actual title of the book and the author's name, so you can go get it yourself. So you know I'm not making anything up. I'm just saying such and such and such and such. So, um, okay. So I'll just say this: certain things reveal itself to you. Whatever you're doing or whatever, it'll just reveal itself to you. It might be whatever you're reading, then it just tell you to do this apart for something in your life, and then you read that. That's what the thing about mythology is. There are blood cells inside you, so they're gonna act out these things. And if you knowing what you're reading or having understanding what you're reading, you're actually going through these exact things with mythology. So some people don't even like to go on the wild side or the dark side sometimes. That's too dangerous. They'll just read it. When you're able to go through these things, I'll tell you, man, hey, it's nothing more gratifying than to be able to walk away from it, some of these things. So, and just to be able to put these things on here, that's why I don't, one of the reasons why I don't show my face, because I can do these things, do these things and do what I need to do. Not even just that, I just do what I need to do as in work. You building yourself up, you making yourself stronger. You know what I'm saying? So if God is against you anyway, he said, let no God be before me or above me or whatever to raise itself up. It always put more into the illusion. So when it put more into the illusion, what will it do? Throw things at you. You gotta stay on the path when you do it. When you're doing these certain things and you're doing these things throughout these mythologies, and it's it's so gratifying. 418, the great work. Oh man, the great work. 418. You can find it in the. I'm gonna pull the book out right now, but what's that book called? The book of the law. So that's what I'm saying. So, but I did. I was in this book again. So I'm telling you, get you some mythology. If the Earth is, I have a video in past. It says this. This is not a virus. This is a spiritual. what do you call it? In church they'll say, I said it's a spiritual rapture. A spiritual rapture. So I have a video saying talking about that. So what I'll do is what I'm gonna do is give you, if you can go check the video, it ain't gonna help me or hurt me or anything, but if I can just tell you right now. But anyway, like I said in my last video about mythology, that actually helps you while the earth is changing, or this earth plane or dimension is changing. You need to be arming yourself, not like with guns or anything like that, with this information that it helps. I'm telling you, mythology, hey man, get on it. I tell people, like, it just sounds so simple, but it's the truth. If this is an illusion, make the illusion play out your movie. It's your mind. Play it out. So if you plan it out, it'll work. It'll work as long as you're on the path every time. So man, the deeper you get into this stuff, like when you start finding out the stuff about the beginnings and stuff, like far beginning stuff, that's what I'm talking about. Like it don't just supposed to stop anywhere. You want to keep going much as you possibly can. But yeah, that's why I kind of I don't want to get too far off what we originally were probably talking about. So, but that's what this subject did. So here it is. The Black Mamba. I was originally, like I said before, gonna do five rings for Kobe Bryant. Why? I just made it. Now it's like, since I didn't make it about the video about that, I just put allegations, court injuries, some loss. He lost some title or whatever. So in the final. So I'm not like a huge fan or anything like that. I just like. The funny thing is, him and Aaliyah, they have their points in my life where I wasn't really into too much like that. But just it has certain points where I remember and these things stood out to me over time. So that's just how they be like, hey, we can work through you. So that if when you listen to that certain people's music or whatever it is and they're passed on, certain things will be able to come to you. Okay, so when it does, or whatever it is, I think I might have had one pair of his shoes, the one of these Adidas that looked like robot shoes, like all gray, man. So like yeah, I had that, and that was like the only pair of shoes I ever got from Kobe, like Kobe ever came out with. It just looked so different. So but yeah. So I did this as like my initials. It was going to be a Mamba at first. Like, it makes it a little bit bigger. I'm not like a great drawer or anything. Like I don't draw well at all. But come to find out, a Mamba doesn't have a hood out, and I was like, oh man. So I just try to make it straight as possible. But it was already what it was. But that's my initials. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I made just something else. Black Mamba. Okay, here we go. The source is Wikipedia. Kobe had 5 rings total: 2000, 2001, 2002, 2009, 2010. The ring, right? Okay. All right. Now, like I said, let me switch it up really quick about something else. The ring, the circle and the dot. They used to say, like, when you have an Xbox, you have the ring of death. Well, to die and to live again, the ring of death actually is within itself the self actually dying. Okay, so that's really about. You actually the ego self, but you hold on to the ego as a weapon. Your ego as a weapon to keep people off you or whatever it is. I'm not saying to get rid of it, but in order to learn things, you have to sometimes drop your ego in order to, like, if you don't know something, that can be more of a weapon for you later on down the line. So the ring, when you ever see the movie The Ring, when every time they put the ring on, they would be able to disappear, or the darkness, or that's the hidden self. So they couldn't even see, they would become invisible if they wanted to become invisible when they put the ring on. But it was the dragon, or the snake. So it was the dragon, which is the Kundalini energy goes up to the ring, or the dot, or the pineal gland, the Hadit point, the Sri Yantra in Hindu mythology, Hadit point in Kemetic mythology, or Egyptian mythology. So let's get back to what we were gonna do. So the rings are like, I can show you what I'm saying, how you able to take on different mythologies or different versions. So Kobe wore 143 at Adidas ABCD camp and chose 8 because 1 plus 4 plus 3. By adding those numbers, you get 8, and that's you can say that's what people. We as children we would do stuff like that. People see different numbers or whatever, and they just make things how they make things. But things happen for a reason. So that's very what they do, kind of like in the occult realm too, also because to be as a child, that's one of the things. Be as child, almost not like a childlike mentality, but like as in yourself, treating yourself as in either not just taking everything so serious or being the child, because a child is what, innocence. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and get this book out. I saw this other day. I was like, I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a video about it. Let me go ahead and add this in. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna move this. But anyway, it's the innocence is Horpocrat. You can find this in the Book of Thoth, Horpocrat, and it deals with innocence. So instead of me cutting it up, adding more time to it, innocence, or look up Horpocrat, Horparkrat, in the Book of Thoth, and it should come up on either Google, and you'll be able to see everything about it. So, and that would be also looked at as the baby, or Parzival, almost as in the same. Kobe wore, I already read that already. He wanted 24 as a rookie when he came in, but it was taken already when he was on the Lakers. But people don't realize, wasn't he originally on? I didn't think of this when I was doing this video. I should have remembered to do this, but it was some kind of major trade to get him for Los Angeles. He was going to, if I'm not mistaken, he was supposed to be playing for Charlotte. Now, Charlotte is supposed to be Queen Charlotte, supposed to be like a highly melanated queen, or so-called black person, a black woman queen, was supposed to be Queen Charlotte, and he's supposed to be playing for the Charlotte Hornets. From what I originally remember, it was like a big trade where they traded for him. He's supposed to be playing for the Charlotte Hornets at one point. So it's crazy because they kind of messed with how history was. They used all those draft picks or trades involved to get him on the Lakers. But he ended up with number 8. So let's get into number 8 now. Now, all right, I'm gonna show you what I mean too. Also, all right, 8 times 3 is what, 24, right? When you do your math, you can always use a calculator. Okay, 3 is the number of Saturn. What does Stevie Wonder say? On Saturn, people left to be 205. So, Shiva in Hindu mythology is associated with 8 as chaos. Let me show you. Okay, and this is Shiva right here, the 8 versions of Shiva, which is all the same, which is chaos. If you look up chaos magic, you'll see like the circle and points pointing away from, but this is, look at it. Now you see the circle and the dot, right? Bing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see them going across or around, it's 8 versions of it. So but it's slightly different ones, as you can see on his crowns. Slightly different versions of each one, but it's all the same face every time. So, see, his crowns are different. So it's showing itself it's a different version of him. All right, so Shiva. If you look in Hindu mythology, Shiva and Kali have a video talking about Kali, but in the picture you'll see a picture of Shiva. Like, what is he talking about? So, but yeah, it just ended up catching like that. But anyway, so here goes. Okay, I wanted to be very intricate with this. I like math. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm like, okay, that leads into more things too, also. So I already knew that already, but it was just, I was thinking about some type of video before, but like, I don't have like all what I really need to get, and I just kept reading, and things just started coming to me. It just so happened that I seen that video yesterday about him talking about meditation and sleep. But I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. Um, what I should do is, if I can get the link, put the link in either in the description or in the title of the video, so you can see what he's saying. So it's not my footage, but I'll just put that on there so you can go right into it from there. So just look at either. I'm gonna try to remember either the description and or the title of the video. So it's not gonna be a part 2 of this video. I'm trying to make this quick and short. All right, Shiva in Hindu is 8 as chaos, or 8 sides of Shiva. 24 is the number of Aivass, or Aiwass. I'm going to show you in the book, as you see in my notes. As you see in my notes. As you see in my notes. Okay, 457 is the oracle. 24 is the verse number. Okay, and the book is the ninth arch, but I will show you. The ninth arch by Kenneth Grant. Okay, I'm going to read the verse to you. Great Showa, that's a female, unfathomable, inscrutable Showa, you bore this anonymous Chinese to the deep valleys of Honan, the poppy paradise beyond the veil. Now, here it goes. Showa is celebrated in her eschatological form as conveying to the safety of Honan that incredible master of magic. Here it goes, pay attention. And illusion. Dribbling a basketball is illusion, getting past your opponents. So that's part of your magic too, is melanin. And the black Mamba is what dark or black, or has dark edges on it, and it's like the snake, as in Cthulhu, or the deep ones, or Leviathan. Okay, let's keep going. Astrological form as conveying into the safety of Honan, that incredible master of magic and illusion, sense and Wa. This should not, however, be read as a purely mundane transaction. Mundane is more of things minuscule or lower in this dimension, or just like things of this worldly things, or like, oh, I got these new shoes, or these sneaks, or whatever. But anyway, but I was talking about sneaks earlier, but that's why I just remember things. But anyway, fuck it. Keep it going. It's all about the information. As a purely mundane transaction, for the verse number is associated specifically with alien activities. Remember I said how Saturn is the number 3, and extraterrestrial traffic with the hidden power zones of the Earth. Path 24, Nun, the fish, symbol of Cthulhu or of the Dagon. If you've seen what was that movie called, man? Cloverfield, yeah. You would see like a version of Dagon. If you watch Hellboy, Cthulhu, you would see like a version that looks close to Cthulhu in Hellboy, the first one. The second one, you'll see something totally different, but Hellboy and Cthulhu is close to that. All right, and of the Starry Wisdom sect. Note also that the number encoded in the cipher 4638 of Al Liber 276, chapter 276, from the Book of the Law, divided by 187, Beskul, that's the oracle, yields 24 as Aivass, when the fractional remainder is discarded. Aivass is firmly identified once again with the mysteries of the coup. Stop right there. I said, hey, I already knew myself, so I wanted to give you a background of what the shoe is. And I started learning more things about the coup by me doing this reading. So let's check this out. All right, page 502, same book. The coup. The formula of the coup is to Chinese magic. Kobe, that's a Japanese name, but same realm. Remember Nagasaki. Nagasaki. Nagas, the snake people, the Nagas. Nagasaki. Inger, Negus, these are the snakes, or as in, and it's the same in Hindu mythology. You will see them also, the cobra with Shiva too also, okay? All right, so Chinese magic pretty much is the same. It's talking about Japanese. So you couldn't, they say you couldn't be, that's why ninjas, they would pretty much wear all black. Can't really see them in the nighttime, but you pretty much, they pretty much wore all black. Pretty much it's like a deception thing. So part of their magic. Chinese magic that the Bultungin, I say stop right there. Okay, the source again, Wikipedia. Bultungin, Wedi hyenas. I changed myself into a hyena. So that's Bultungin. That's the name of them. You'll find they're actually like people that actually change into hyenas. So to change myself. Remember, he changed from number 8 to 24, but he originally wanted number 24. But something spiritual had to happen with that. His chaos or creativity. He chose that number, which was 143, and turned it into number 8. Number 8 is Shiva's number, so as in chaos. So that's just how everything goes. Bouda, 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 is the same thing as a Bultungin. In Ethiopia, Sudan, Tanzania, and Morocco, you'll find those same beliefs. Western Sudan folklore, human creature who is transformed into a cannibalistic monster that terrorizes people nightly. Basketball court. He terrorizes people nightly. The quickness, the speed. Is what they call the Mamba strikes, especially lovers. So you can say what you want about that. So let's keep it going. That's what it said. To keep the information going. I want to keep nothing out. Okay. Black Mamba, a species of highly venomous snake belonging to the Alapidae family, as in the snake family, native to parts of the sub-Saharan Africa. So these two areas, they pretty much talking about the Sudan, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Morocco, and Egypt, where the in that area, basically they said in sub-Saharan, you find the black mamba and you'll find the Bultungin in those areas, or the Bouda in those areas, as I spoke on before. So actually, I was actually going even further into things just by going into this video, and just helped me just to see more things I would have never ever heard about. So that's what the things is about. They say, I remember hearing Bobby Hemmings say a day. Bobby Hemmings said, our ancestors said in the Gnostics, they said, a day you don't learn is a day you die. So if you're not learning something or trying to understand it, you're not really living, because you're only supposed to be here to get information. That's the only reason why you're really here, to get information. That's it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep reading. Mysteries of the Coup, as I just read. You can rewind it and go ahead again. Showa 371, that's the number. And Aivass, number 24, equals 395. Mishnah, that's Hebrew. Double twofold one. Double two-folded one. So that's like the double of the self is known as what? The black mamba. So this actually really ties in. That's why I say that whole ritual was, if you have a video on the whole ritual thing that was done with Aaliyah and Kobe, so you can also look that up. You can watch this video, and it'll make more sense watching that one and this one. So the double. So like when you in mythology, I have a video on in late mythology, why are they always killing the dragon or the snake? Remember, Akasha, she was like the vampire, or looked at as the dragon, the great dragon. Tiamat, another form of it. So, or Ma'at, the great mother. One of the first. Akasha is mainly music in the ear, and pretty much it was just turned, but it was actually used in vampiric folklore too, also. So on this day of February 22nd, 2021, I'm actually gonna do that same thing again, more than likely. So, but back to this. So, Aaliyah, well, I always keep having ideas. Aaliyah was thought of as Akasha, one of her biggest roles, her last roles in film before she left her physical frame. Okay, the twofold one from the Kamite Shin. Kamite means Kemet or Kam, the land of the black, or Egypt. Kamite, that's what that means. Shin. Twofold circle. Circle, twofold, two, infinity, 8. Twofold circles. Twofold circles, 8. Kobe was number 8 and turned to 24. Okay? Twofold circles, and he was the black mamba. It can turns in a circle, or it could be vice versa. Or two circles itself, depends on how it's coiled up. Further, 371 plus 24 plus 26, which is, of course, it's saying in parentheses, the coup, that's the number of the coup, equals 421. You can always look these up and calculate behind it. Chizvath is vision and revelation. Referring here to Arit, is actually a person that was scrying, which is like getting like a vision or information that was coming through the person and got this. The oracle is Nept. 41. So you can look up this book yourself. 41. The Book of the Dead, page 410. That's funny. It's number 41 and the page is 410. 41 times 10 is 410. Identified as the cloud. Now think about it. He was talking about getting sleep and meditating. Identified as the cloud. The article specifies a particular kind. The article specifies a particular kind of cloud suggestive of a well-known feature of UFO logical lore. So with that being said, like, you can pretty much say when you hear, you're just controlling an avatar from someone else. So from somewhere else, which is what? Sirius. But Sirius comes through what? Saturn. And Saturn, that's the planet of what? The ring has a ring on it. The ring and the dot. Damn it, like King Arthur's table. 12 disciples and the Savior in the middle. The spider and the 12 months and the 12 zodiacs. You become all those throughout the year, just like you become all disciples in all facets, sides, and also the ones at the round table. Remember Parzival, the young country boy ended up getting the what was it? The sword. I forget the name of it right now. It ended up getting damn, what the fuck is the name of the sword, man? The sword. My mind be everywhere sometimes. You get the sword. Excalibur. Boom. Excalibur's the name of the sword. He ends up getting the sword, but Arthur wants him to throw it back. But the sword is what? That actually is really talking about just serpent, the actual serpent in you, Kundalini. Oh, so let's go to Kundalini. They have a. I've just thought about it right now, so let me go ahead and go to the back. Spaghetti. So I didn't go through it. It was right below it. I remember seeing them. Like I seen it before too. So Kundalini, the coiled one. I was already talking about the snake, the serpent power, or Ophidian current. It is also known as the fire snake. Its habitat is the lower basal chakra, Muladhara. Its bija mantra is Lam. Lam is like UFO. Supposedly they have a picture. Land was drawn by Aleister Crowley years ago, and they always had these big-headed, bulby-eyed, wide-eyed ones. Always you see, but they're not talking about something you're gonna see, but they're actually coming through these people, us people, because we're actually just the avatar, and they're just having a human experience. So when you become you put it together, see how you that's the Kundalini. You can always look this up too. Also, so when when you have the circle and the dot, what Madame Blavatsky says, no double, what is it? No double or no dot, no double, no deity or no God. So if that's the case, um, of course he's a highly melanated person, and the crazy thing is he was able to take on those characteristics by number. Symbology is everything. So 8 is the serpent, looks as a serpent, and also 24, which is Aiwass, is a higher form or another form, just because I would say well, Shiva, Shiva is 8, and Shiva has the serpent with him, the cobra, and he becomes the black mamba. And 24, which is damn near the same Aiwass, it was talking how striking, or in the book of the law, um, um, it's talking about the how being your, like, almost like your most aggressive something, and stomping down on those that are that decide to get in your way, that are weak. It's talking about different things in that book. So 31 just passed my eye. So I'm going, something telling me just to go ahead and end this video. But that was pretty much it. Check out these things if you like to. I always show you where I'm getting them from, so you can get it yourself. All right, peace. Nega.